Hey everybody, I am grateful to be sharing time with Ella, who is here to share some of her wisdom with us on this 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Ella and her family have been a part of St. Andrews-Wesley for a lot of years, and it is really great to be with you today, Ella. Thank you.
And thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Ella, you are a part of a group known as Sustainabilteens, and I would love to hear more from you about what that is all about.
Yeah, so Sustainabilteens is an organization that's entirely youth run, that's based in the Lower Mainland, um, that works to see a climate just world. So yeah, it's mostly high school students, and we're from municipalities across the area, as far out as New West. And what we really want is just to ensure a safe future for ourselves and for all generations to come.
That's awesome. Thanks, Ella. How did you get involved? How did you find out about Sustainability?
Well, I actually got involved very early on. So this organization only started in December of 2018, sort of um, inspired by Greta Thunberg and the rest of the Fridays for Future movement. And I was invited to the first strike by some friends. And then after that, I pretty much just got involved because I just felt um, it was a group of people like me who had the same concerns and were wanted to fight for the same things. It was just a great community feeling at the first strike. So that's what really spurred me on to get involved.
That is so awesome. I I'm wondering, like, what's your role in Sustainability? What are some of the things that you have been doing?
Yeah, so um, I've been for a while now the union outreach team lead. So what that means is that with the rest of the union outreach team, I work to engage labor leaders across the Lower Mainland. So we've spoken at meetings and we've spoken at conferences run by unions, and we've just um, tried to work with them on things that workers and the youth have in common. Um, because uh, it's always seemed to be like it's a jobs versus climate debate, but really that's not true at all. Like there is a way for workers to have stability and have rights in the shift to a more green technology and safe uh, post-climate crisis world. And so that's really what I work on, along with union members and along with other sustainability members.
That's that's totally inspiring. You're looking at the ways of working together, not just saying no, don't do this, don't do that, but how can we employ people and work, but doing it caring for our creation.
Yeah.
So I wonder, it's crazy to think that Earth Day started back in 1970. 1970, and I know for myself, it's important that it's not just one day. It's important to have that reminder, um, of, about our planet, but each day should be Earth Day. But I wonder, here it is, the 50th anniversary. What gives you concern?
Um, I do think that although it's existed for so long, it's disheartening to see how little has been done in government, like especially in recent years when um, I feel like environmental concerns have become more mainstream. There's still a lot of skepticism and delay in government, and it's just sad to see because now more than ever we just need immediate action, and we can't wait much longer before we reach the tipping point, and it's too late. And I think government still is taking a lot of short-term options over long-term options in terms of like protecting our future. Yeah, so 50 years have passed, and we don't have as much as we should to show for it in terms of policy change and environmental protection. So yeah, that would be my concerns.
Thanks. I wonder out of that as well, what brings you hope?
Well, I think just like I said, the fact that it's become more of a mainstream concern. Like so many people now are engaged, and they're fighting for a better future, and they understand the risks, and just like especially youth, like it's been amazing to see how the youth have mobilized and come together over the past few years, and just how this has become such um, a united movement. Like I know that almost everyone I know who's my age, this is a concern for them, and like they may not be actively involved, but they still come to protests and they still care deeply. So I think that's a spark of hope that that people care that much and are willing to push for what needs to happen. And another thing is, if there's anything good to come out of the current pandemic, it's that we've seen how much people are just standing together, and they're standing with their neighbors. And I hope that that sort of energy can continue until after we've gotten through this, and hopefully people can, we can just continue to stick together and work towards a just world. Yeah.
Ella, thank you. You're a spark of hope for me, and I'm ever so grateful for your leadership and the leadership of so many youth in our world, and so thank you. As a community of faith, one of the lines of our creed is to live with respect in creation. And you're right, united, we can make a difference. And I pray that together it will happen. Thank you for this time, Ella. Thank you for sharing your voice and sharing your leadership and living your faith boldly and generously in this time and in this world. God bless.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And again, thanks for inviting me to talk about my work in sustainability and Earth Day and all of it.
You
Yeah.
bet. Great to see you, Ella. Thank you. Thank you.